Empty elevator shafts are the only things left standing of the Regent Park buildings located at the corner of Parliament and Dundas. This is phase 1 of a 12-year revitalization plan set out by the Toronto Community Housing Corporation.
What is now a community of about 2,500 families, we're going to double that density basically and have 5,000 approximately units of housing in the new Regent Park, of which 60%, over half, will be market housing for sale or for rent.
Spanning over 16 blocks, the name Regent Park is synonymous with low-income housing in Toronto. But Mark says that after the buildings have been constructed, Regent Park will be a safe and good neighborhood to live in.
The buildings are falling down. The crime is not good. There are murders, there is prostitution, there are drugs. We, the 95% of the community that aren't participating in those problems, want this to be a good community for us to raise our kids.
The plan to reconstruct Regent Park went through many layers of discussion with the community, leaving most residents liking the idea.
It will help not only to eliminate the bad folks, but to get in more people, good people to come in, because we're all family.
There has been a concern that residents who have to leave won't have a place to come back to once the buildings have been completed. But the Toronto Community Housing Corporation has assured us that they've signed an agreement with every resident and that they will be able to return. For Simon Summer, I'm Jennifer Gilson. As the AIDS conference entered Toronto, many artists have shown their support. At an exhibition called Fragility and Hope, artists have tried to capture the nature of the disease while showing that hope is still alive.
We can use it to really highlight the suffering of the people, their actual position in the society.
This altarpiece was created by Dr. Carol Hoffmeyer. Being both an artist and a doctor, she hopes it will raise awareness and funds to support her AIDS clinic back in Africa.
It's very expensive to run, and we get money from month to month to keep it open.
The people in the altarpiece are actual people who've been treated by Carol for AIDS and HIV. They often thank her, but she says no thanks are necessary.
I've had everything that I could wish for, so their gratitude, I'm humbled by that.
And although Carol is enjoying her stay in Toronto, she wants nothing more but to get back to work in her hometown of Hamburg, South Africa.
I just want to be there in the situation where I can do what I can for the people in front of me.
Carol has been overwhelmed by the positive impact her altarpiece has had here at the St. James Cathedral. And she hopes her artwork will show the resilience and courage of the people suffering from HIV and AIDS in South Africa. For Simon Summer, I'm Jennifer Gilson. Many of these kids never knew that there was a lakefront in Toronto. They do now. This rowing program is run by Toronto Police, where kids from troubled neighborhoods get to see the officer who walks the beat in a different light. Sergeant Bill Russell has participated in the program for more than a decade.
As we get to break down barriers with youth that have a perception of police. On the other hand, we also get the opportunity to break down barriers with police officers who have their perceptions of youth.
Does everyone know how to paddle backwards? Yeah. No, you don't. Try paddling.
And all the action in the group called Pro Action Cops and Kids does not take place on the water. It's about building connections that officers hope will last a lifetime.
What we try to do is connect young people back to their communities, back to their families, and connect them to something that's positive and recognize them for their accomplishments.
This organization wants to make sure that after the rowing program is over, the kids continue to participate in positive activities. Many of the youth have actually come back and are now leading the programs.
I went through this program and I realized, there's people out there who care about me, and there's people out there who want to make a difference and want to help, and there's bigger and better things than just living in the ghetto and dealing with drugs and gangs and violence and whatnot.
A lot to think about on the peaceful waters of the lake. For Simon Summer, I'm Jennifer Gilson.